Hey everyone, how we doing? I miss seeing you 5 days a week, so I figured I'll make a video for you so you can at least see me 3 days a week, okay? You don't have to watch this video, obviously. Boom, bunch of you just stopped it right away. Okay, good. But if you do not watch the whole video, all right, just remember that I want you to be through 7-1 and 7-2 for tomorrow. Okay, so let's take a look at it. We didn't quite finish 7-1 on Thursday, and I want to do 7-2 with you. So here we go. Let's knock this out. Feel free to obviously stop it whenever you need to, or fast forward it if I'm kind of boring you. All right, here we go. First thing you'll notice on my screen is I've got the textbook up. Okay, and I've got the textbook open to page 228. So a lot of you guys are using the hard copy of the book. Fantastic. If you want to get to the online version and you're not able to, they did change some of the keys, I think. Let me show you what I did here real quick. On Canvas, I took the new text key code just in case you need a new one. I'm not positive how your side of things are looking. And you can copy this key and then click on course materials. That'll take you to the book, paste the key in. Hopefully you're good. Yeah. Not a huge fan of this online book, but it works. It works for me. So we're in okay shape. All right. So here we are on page 228. What we did the other day is we journalized these three transactions. Okay. We bought the copy machine, the shelving unit, and a building. All right. Now we also filled in section 1 of the plan asset record, which just kind of showed that we put those things into the plan asset record. Now it's time to take a look at this truck. Okay. We have a truck that we've bought for 79 grand. Now, the 79 grand is sticker price. We paid less. And the 79 grand can be broken up into parts that are used for different amounts of times. So for the International Financial Recording Standards, the IFRS, we are going to figure out how much each part of the truck is worth to us so we can appropriately depreciate it as we go. All right, so let's knock that out. Here we go. I'm going to go ahead and jump into my Excel. And yours should look like this as well. All right. Let me move my picture out of the way here. Actually, I'm just going to physically say, see you later so you can see more of my screen. And if you need to pause and fill your journal in, do that. Okay. You should have this in already. And then down in the general journal, we had one piece of equipment that we bought on account. All right. The other thing that you should have done already is on the second tab. Go ahead and get that boosted a little. You should have filled in this top part for the copy machine, the shelving unit, the storage building. Okay. And then also land. Okay. Remember, we're going to keep those separate because we're going to depreciate the building, but not the land. Okay. Then over here, we did some calculations. And I didn't realize that these calculations here, I gave you room to do them down lower. Okay. So those could have gone down here. Okay. You didn't need to put them up here. But now it's time to take a look at this truck. Okay. So the textbook tells us that we bought the truck for 79 grand and that there's an appraised value. This is all given in the book of 31.6, 19,750, 39.50, and 23.7. Okay. And they tell us that we paid 79 grand. Let's just make sure I added those, put those in correctly, and I did. Okay. So what you have to figure out is you only paid 69 grand. So figure out what proportion of what goes to the engine, transmission, so on and so forth. Okay. So pretty easy math. Just go ahead and figure out your percentages. I found it's better that if I don't talk while I'm calculating, I don't make as many mistakes. Okay, but still I talked anyways. All right. And then it's good to just kind of add those up, make sure that you did it right. Okay, we're all good. So now the assigned cost for each of these, 40% of the 69,000 is going to be assigned to the engine. Okay, 25% of the 69,000 is going to be assigned to the transmission. You're learning about cars and trucks in this class too. I bet you didn't think that would happen, huh? All right. So here's how, for the International Financial Recording Standards, we would go ahead and fill in the different parts of the truck, and we depreciate it accordingly. Okay. So that's all you have to do for application 7-1. So we're done with that. Okay. Let's go ahead. We're all set with that. Let's go ahead and move down to 7-2. Okay. 7-2 says that we're going to complete a depreciation table for some assets, for the assets using straight line, which we already know. If the asset is not purchased at the beginning of 01 or 2011, okay, then you're going to go ahead and compute the depreciation expense for the part of that year. Okay, so we're going to depreciate to the nearest month, and we'll talk a little bit more about that in class on Tuesday. If something is bought before the halfway point of the month, we're going to count that month. If it's not, then we're not going to count that month. Okay, so if I bought something August 1st, I'll use August, September, October, November, December. That's 5 months as my depreciation. If something was bought August 21st, I would only look at September, October, November, December. That's 4 months of depreciation for the rest of the year. Okay, so that should become pretty clear as we get going here. So we'll complete the plan asset records just through 2014. Okay, important to notice in the directions. And then we'll journalize one adjusting entry to record our depreciation expenses for 2011. Okay, we got this. Let's knock this out. Here we go. Sure, I'm on the right one here. Okay. All right, so if I roll up to the top of the second tab, I've got my copy machine, and you'll notice that we're only supposed to do through 2014. So I'm going to put down here 2011. Okay. And I can go ahead and copy and paste that down here in the building. Okay, I don't have to do the land. All right. Now, I bought this January 12th. So that is kind of nice. That means that as of December 31st, 2011, okay, I used this for 12 months. So that's a full year. Okay. So remember the formula. We already calculated up here. We're going to take 2,400 minus 200. So that's 2,200 and divide it by 5. Okay. So full amount minus salvage value divided by 5 years. Okay. So the annual depreciation, I'll just type it in again, even though we've already done it once, is going to be 2,400 minus that 200, close parentheses, and then divide it by 5. Okay. So each year I'm going to take away 440. Accumulated depreciation does exactly that. It accumulates so that at the end of the first year, I've got 440. At the end of the next year, I'm going to have 440 plus another 440. The next year, and Excel will be able to drag that formula down. So I didn't there, but it will if you wanted to. Okay. Oh, what did I do? Did I talk while I was working again? No, I think I'm good. I'm all set, right? Okay, cool. All right, ending book value. I'm just talking to myself, no big deal. So the ending book value at the end of the year, first year, is going to be the original amount minus that year's depreciation. Okay. The next year is going to be last year's ending book value. Be very careful here. minus this year's depreciation, not minus the accumulated depreciation, and then you can drag that down. Okay. So at the end of 2014, we're not fully depreciated because we can use it 5 years. We've only used it 4 years, but we're down to a book value of 640. Sweet. All right. Let's keep going here. All right. I want to try to keep this video to less than 20 minutes. So I'm at about the halfway point. So stick with me here. All right. Shelving unit, same thing, except we bought it August 22nd. So that means for 2011, we did not use it August. We used it September. Okay. We used it September, October, November, and December. Okay. So that's 4 months. Okay. That's all for the first year. Okay. If you don't know the order of the months, oh, goodness. All right. I won't even go there. All right. So the first year is just going to be, I'm going to check out where I have my cursor right now. It's going to be 4 months of 2011. Okay. So this first year is only going to be 4 months. And I'm going to just kind of highlight that a little bit with a little bit of a color here so you see it and it stands out. Okay. So this is how I typically do it. I'll go to 2012, which is the first full year, and that's where I'll do my calculation. Okay, 4,800 minus 1,000. I'm going to divide that by 5 years. Okay, so 760 is how much a full year is going to go for. The first year, though, is going to be 4/12 of that. Okay, 4/12 because only 4 months. All right. So you guys can go ahead and fill in your accumulated depreciation then and your ending book values. I'm not going to walk you through all of that. And then let's go ahead and go on down to, and again, it's not fully depreciated. We're going to use it a full 5 years. So this would be 3 full years. We could use it all of 2015 and then for 8 more months of 2016. And then it would be fully depreciated. Okay. All right. And then finally, our storage building is the last one that we've got to go ahead and do a calculation for. We've got that as of September 27th. So that means October, November, December. 1, 2, 3 months. So right here, let's go ahead and put 3 months of 2011. Okay. Right here, I'll put in my 180 minus 60 grand and divide that by 25 years. Not even close to getting it fully depreciated. And then that first year is going to be 3/12 times 4,800. Okay. So go ahead and pause this video if you need to and finish filling in this. All right. And finish filling in that. And then we are ready to go with journalizing adjusting entry. Okay. So give it a pause and then come on back. All right, so yours should now look, now mine is fully completed, so let me get rid of that. Okay, so here's how your copy machine should look. Here's how your shelving unit should look. And then here's how your storage building should look. Okay. So the only other thing that we've got to do here for today, and we'll dive more into it then eventually, is to journalize the adjusting entry to record the depreciation expense for 2011. Okay, so the adjusting entry to record the depreciation expense for 2011. Zip. I've got so many things going on. There we go. Okay, right there. Cool. All right, so when I click on app 7-2, the second part, okay, you can see this stuff here is all filled in. Don't worry about that right now. Okay, I'm not gonna worry about that at all. Okay, that's just kind of a little redundancy that the book has us do. What I do want you to fill in though is I want you to fill in the 3 adjusting entries. Okay, the 3 adjusting entries. We've got 3 different items, and let's put this in as 12. Oh wait, let me check this one more time with the textbook here. For 2011. Okay, so we've got 3 adjusting entries that we're going to do. Okay, so we're going to do one on, let me change my date, 12/31/2011. There we go. Okay. Forgot to change that one. And the book is saying, okay, so let's pretend now it's the end of 2011. All right. Here, when we started the problem, it was throughout the year 2011. Now we're going to say it's the end of 2011. Okay. And again, I'm on the 3rd tab. I'm skipping this stuff over here. So let's just jump over here. You got to do a little typing. All right. We're going to do 1 depreciation expense transaction for each type of equipment. Okay, one is the office equipment, one is the store equipment, and one is the building. So go ahead and pause this video and get this part here typed in. Okay, get that part there typed in, and then I'll show you how to do these numbers. Okay. All right. So when you get this typed in, now we're going to go ahead and put in a depreciation expense for each item for the end of the year. So the office equipment, when I go back to my stuff here, the office equipment is this copy machine here. For 2011, my copy machine depreciation expense was $440. So I'm going to grab this $440 and I'm going to link it here. Okay. So this is copy machine. The store equipment number is going to come from the shelving unit. Okay. This shelving unit is our only store equipment. And the first year, 2011, is $253.33. Okay. So grab that number and link it in here. Okay. And realize that in the real world, there'll be more than one plant asset in each. Okay. So it may be 20 shelving units and 14 cash registers or who knows what. Okay. That's what store equipment is made up of. And you just add each of those numbers then. This problem is very elementary. It's very simple. Okay. Most companies have more than one plant asset in each division. All right. And then this is obviously the building. Hello. All right. And so we're going to go ahead and find how much the first year depreciation was on the building. And 2011, the annual depreciation expense was $1,200. So that's why I grabbed that. Okay. So at the end of every year, we're going to go ahead and do an adjusting entry. At the end of every year, we're going to update a line in our depreciation plant asset records. Okay. And tomorrow when we have class, we're going to go ahead and take a look at what happens in 2015. Oh, the future. And see what happens down here when we start getting rid of some of our products, whether it's the building, the desk, or whatever. Okay. Or selling. Okay. All right. Well, hey, that was our async time today together, guys. The video is 19 minutes, 59 seconds. Woo! See you tomorrow. Have a great day.